In a world where AI seems to be everywhere, what kind of role does it play in the law? Hello, everyone. My name is Amy He. I'm from Canada, and today I'll be presenting on the topic of generative AI in corporate law. Here's a quick preview of what I'll be covering today, and let's dive straight into it. First, corporate law is an area of legal practice that focuses on the regulations governing corporations and other business entities. It covers a business's operations, mergers, acquisitions, and more. Corporate law helps to establish a standardized framework for businesses of all sizes, promoting fair conduct and minimizing the chances of exploitation. Corporate lawyers perform a variety of tasks, including advising clients, corporate financing, annual tax filing, and reviewing, drafting, or negotiating contracts. Next, generative artificial intelligence refers to AI technology that first analyzes vast amounts of imported data before generating content based off of data patterns. With the introduction of ChatGPT in 2022, the public's awareness of generative AI has skyrocketed, and it has quickly expanded into countless industries. With many forms of generative AI being text-based, many researchers and law firms have been diving into AI's potential in the legal field. Presently, AI is predominantly used within the legal field to automate mundane tasks, such as conducting legal research, reviewing documents, and locating relevant resources. By automating these tasks with generative AI, lawyers can free up more time to work on more complex tasks or to meet with clients, increasing overall productivity. As a result, this can greatly decrease the time of lengthy legal processes, as well as increase affordability for clients by reducing time spent on legal research. In order to better automate specific tasks, various AI tools and platforms have been developed. Three examples include Kira, Logix, and Ask Westlaw. First, Kira is a patented machine learning software that identifies, extracts, and analyzes content within documents with accuracy and efficiency. Kira enables lawyers to quickly locate information, such as clauses and data points within contracts, as well as find documents based on the absence of this information. Kira's capabilities are especially effective for conducting due diligence and is able to save up to 90% of a lawyer's time. Next, Logix employs patented AI technology to review legal contracts based on a company's predefined policies. The AI is first tailored to have the same positions as the company. Then, Logix is able to analyze the document, underline problems, and negotiate contract terms according to company policy. According to Logix, its technology is able to save up to 80% of the time and 90% of the costs of having humans manually review contracts. Finally, besides more well-established technology like Kira and Logix, there are also several generative AI legal tools in development. Thomson Reuters is currently using AI language models to develop an upcoming feature in their AI research tool, Westlaw Precision, called Ask Westlaw, which can give lawyers quick answers to law-related questions. Ask Westlaw combines large language models with editorial enhancements to provide a clear and concise answer, synthesized from a wide variety of sources in a short amount of time. Ask Westlaw also uses retrieval augmented generation to verify results by checking with an outside source. These tools show that AI has made significant strides in the legal world, but there is still a widely held sentiment that AI in a legal context should never be used to replace an actual lawyer, but rather to assist and provide additional information. The risk of embedded bias in data and the inability to understand the rationale behind AI-derived decisions pose as major barriers for the use of AI in certain legal contexts. For example, a ProPublica study revealed that AI assessment tools disproportionately flag Black prisoners as more likely to reoffend than white prisoners. This case demonstrates the risks of bias in AI and likely explains why AI has mainly been used for more simple tasks with lower risks in law. While AI has been incorporated within law as a whole, certain areas may be more receptive than others. Thomson Reuters previously conducted a survey report on the views of law firms on the usage of generative AI within the legal field. They then conducted a follow up study, zeroing in on the viewpoints of corporate law departments specifically, then compiled the results from both studies. In doing so, Thomson Reuters revealed a trend where corporate law departments seem more willing to incorporate generative AI into their work compared to law firms as a whole. To begin, there seems to be higher awareness of generative AI within corporate law. 95% of corporate law department leaders reported having heard of or read about generative AI, compared to only 91% of law firm leaders. In addition, corporate law departments seem more comfortable implementing this technology. For example, while only 11% of corporate law departments are currently using or planning to use generative AI, this is double the number reported by law firm respondents, 5%. There's an even larger disparity in the implementation timeline, as 31% of corporate law departments answered that AI implementation will be achieved within the next 6 months, compared to only 5% of law firm respondents. Overall, these statistics reveal that corporate law is more accepting of generative AI compared to law firms as a whole. There are several factors that may explain this trend, such as varying stakes, client inputs, and client needs. I will be comparing corporate law with litigation, the other main sector in law, to demonstrate the effects of these factors on AI implementation. First, corporate law typically involves lower stakes than litigation, which may lead lawyers to be more willing to experiment with generative AI. For example, the primary focus of litigation lawyers is to represent clients in court to resolve a legal dispute, a process that carries high stakes and serious consequences. Given that AI is still evolving and can produce detrimental errors, it is understandable that litigation lawyers would be more cautious about using it. In comparison, corporate lawyers mainly serve to advise clients and avoid legal disputes, not to solve them. Therefore, while it is still serious work, the stakes are generally less because there isn't an inherent dispute to be solved, leaving more room for experimentation with AI. Next, corporate lawyers may experience more pressure from their clients to integrate generative AI into their work. Generative AI can reduce the time that a corporate lawyer spends on a certain task, allowing clients to reduce their legal fees. As a result, corporate clients focused on cost reduction to maximize profits may act as external pressure, pushing for the implementation of generative AI in corporate law departments. In contrast, while clients of litigation lawyers also value efficiency, they're willing to exercise more patience in order to increase their chances of winning the case. This means that litigation lawyers likely do not face as much pressure from their clients to adopt generative AI into their work. Finally, the diverse needs of clients can also impact the usage of AI in law. Corporate lawyers not only assist clients with corporate governance tasks, but also advise them on the growth of their business. Since clients will be asking about factors that impact the business, generative AI now joining this list, corporate law departments may have incorporated AI as a means to better understand it and to better serve their clients' needs. In comparison, litigation lawyers mainly focus on resolving a dispute rather than promoting a business's growth, which means that knowledge of AI is less pertinent in the daily practice of litigation unless it relates to a specific legal issue in the dispute. These three factors all work together to answer the question of why corporate law is more accepting of generative AI. In conclusion, generative AI has impacted countless different fields, including the legal industry. When lawyers can leverage these tools effectively, generative AI can greatly increase efficiency with simpler tasks such as contract review or conducting due diligence, allowing lawyers more time to work on other complex tasks. Corporate law departments, in particular, are more eager to implement generative AI, potentially as a result of having lower stakes, facing pressure to improve efficiency from clients, or having client needs that are more aligned with knowledge on generative AI. Thank you so much for listening, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. Feel free to contact me if you have any further questions on this topic, and I hope you enjoyed it. Here are my citations, and don't worry, none of these sources are AI generated. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.